Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your host of the most Earnin Toast here, coming live. This is episode 53 of Road to 2000 ELO in chess. And first of all, guys, we've done it. 100 subscribers. Thank you so much for your support. We've come a long, long way. I'm excited to see where the channel goes next. And as promised, I will be dedicating next week, Monday through Saturday, Sunday through Saturday, I will be dedicating a lot of time to trying to get to 2000 ELO on chess.com through bullet chess. It's going to be hours, ladies and gentlemen, dozens of hours. I've got lots of Skittles ready to go. Now, if you guys don't want to see that, I do have another option. The other option is I have a chess marathon on lit chess, actually, where I play games of rapid until I either earn 100 ELO points in one sitting or I lose 100 ELO points in one sitting to celebrate my 100 subscriber special. So let me know down in the comments below which you would rather see. Again, dedicating a week to try and hit 2000 ELO on chess.com through bullet, or sitting down and playing chess on lit chess until I either lose 100 ELO or earn 100 ELO. And let's hop right into the games for today. We're switching things up a little bit today. We have the wild berry Skittles. Wild berry. I'll say that wild berry is actually my least favorite of all the Skittles. But Skittles are so amazing. It's like least favorite is probably an 8 out of 10. My absolute favorite I'm going to have to give to Smoothie. I love those Smoothie Skittles. There's also dessert Skittles, but they're really tough to come by. Okay, he's pushing this pawn, so, let's be a little careful. Make sure he doesn't fork my knight and my bishop at some point. And make sure he doesn't trap my dark squared bishop on this side of the board. Interesting. We're going to ignore him. Into developing. If he wants to take, then he can have at it. Okay, he starts pushing just a wee little bit. Not a big deal. Can always move back. Move back. He takes. We take. We're opening up his king's position. Or take. Take. But then my queen is exposed, so that won't work. So we're just going to move back. And then we'll move here. Okay, and ladies and gentlemen, we've fallen for this. This is now the third time we've fallen for this in the past few days. And I can't believe I just fell for it again. In fact, I think I just said it like 30 seconds ago. Literally 30 seconds ago, I said, make sure we don't get forked. What do? We get forked. So, it's because I'm a silly willy, unfortunately. Thankfully, we can threaten, and hopefully make some magic happen. Okay, well, not a great start because of my silliness. We are now down by 2. That has got to be my biggest weakness of this past week, is just getting forked by the pawn. Which is whatever, it's whatever. Okay, I would like to put him in check so I could take his knight, but obviously that's not going to work at the moment. We do have to move our queen somewhere. Could move back. Sorry, I thought I felt a bug crawling on me. Little creepy crawly. Could go here. Then he'd just take this pawn. But then I can go here and take the knight. So let's try that. Wait, are we going to be okay? He goes here. I move here. Yeah, that'll be fine. So watch out for this bishop, but we'll be okay. If he decides to take here, then we'll just fork him. Okay, bada bing, bada boom, just like that. Take the knight, and we are now even in material. So, kind of a shilly-nilly mistake I made in the beginning, acting like a dummy, but we were able to salvage it, thankfully. I can actually double attack this pawn right now. Do we need to? No. Do I want to? Of course. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to take, and then we're just going to pull back. He'll move the queen. Let's see. Where's he going to move the queen, though? We move here. Yeah, I think I should just take with the bishop. He would move maybe here, actually, so that I'm pinned. That would be a little annoying. But then I can move and then move my rook over here. So maybe we should just go for the queen trade. Take, take, take. Let's just do that. Let's go for the queen trade here. And that way we're up a pawn and we don't have to worry about being pinned. Man, Skittles. So Wildberry. Wildberry has different flavors, right? We got melonberry, raspberry, wild cherry, berry punch. I mean, some really interesting concepts going on here. But smoothie is probably my favorite. There are other options there. Let's see. I just had the Shriekers recently, which are sour Skittles, except without like the texture. They look like normal Skittles, but they're sour. I thought that those were really good. Okay, I'm losing my train of thought. I need to focus here. Make sure that my correct screen is recording this time. So we have the bishop, dark squared bishop. The only attack or the only offensive move I see is to go here. Going for a trade. The problem with that is that's going to allow the rook to move in and attack my king. So I'm not the biggest fan of that. So I think instead what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pull back. And I'm going to protect my king here. Okay. And he threatens a trade, I suppose. There's no problem with that. We'll just take this opportunity to connect our knights. And hopefully we could take this knight soon. Sorry, connect our rooks is what I meant to say. Not connect our knights. That wouldn't make very much sense. Okay, so he defends. We're not able to take here, but we can start pushing on this side. I do want to get my other rook in on the action. So I'm thinking about moving here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's move here. And then we can push this pawn and start opening things up over on the... Okay, so he decides to pin. Not a huge threat. If we go here now, then he takes, then we're not able to take. So we are pinned for a moment. I think if we go here, then that's going to do us some good. Take. Yeah, let's go ahead and push this pawn. And then let's actually take with the rook, I'm thinking. That way we're not pinned anymore. Let's see, we can place him in check. Not that that's a huge help or anything at the moment, but at least it unpins the rook. which is nice. So now we can move our bishop, or not our bishop, our knight a little bit. Not a whole lot. We're up by 1. Things aren't looking horrible for us. We're doing okay at the moment. Ooh, actually, you know what? This pawn is in trouble. Because take, take, take. So I actually need to do something with this pawn. If I were to push, he would take and win it over. So I think the best move is to move my rook over and defend the pawn. Yeah, let's do that. Because when we're this far into the game, every piece of material advantage is going to count. I don't know what time it is. $7:40. Okay. We'll probably do 2 games today as long as they're relatively quick. Love Skittles, guys. Sponsor for today is Skittles. Make sure you go check them out, skittles.com. So I feel like we are in a better position than he is. We'd have some threats over on the queen side. His knight is incapacitated at the moment. So is his bishop. So is his rook. Both rooks. I feel okay with how things are going. Now, he threatens a trade, which wouldn't be absolutely horrible for us. I feel like that would be fine. I really don't want him to take, is the problem. So I think that we're going to go ahead and accept that trade. And then, man, I really like to take these guys. So I think what I'm going to do is start pushing on the queen side. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. My rook is under attack. I can't allow that. So can't really push forward at all. I might just push I might just push back. Perhaps here. He might come here in a moment. That would be attacking my pawn. Yeah, I anticipate him going here next. So what if instead I moved away and then I pushed this pawn? That's one option. He could simply push his pawns forward though. What's the better option here? Let's see. I move here, he moves here. Then he's threatening this guy, and that's about it. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And if he does move, then perhaps I'll start pushing the pawn. Okay, he instead moves over here, which is a fairly passive move. I mean, he's not able to move to any of these 2 spots. So I think we'll take this opportunity to push the pawn. It's protected by 2 pieces. And then hopefully we can start attacking the king in a moment. Let's move here. And then push, and then maybe we'll go here and start attacking. Going here would block off the rook. Could go here. it's going to be very passive if we have it all the way on the edge of the board. Let's do that though. We can always move in later. Block this pawn from pushing forward. Hopefully we can make a pass pawn in a moment. Okay, so we're going to start pushing more. Get more aggressive. And then I'm going to go, or no, I can't go there. And I should have seen that. See, it looks like a random move for him to move his knight back like that, but it isn't. It never is. We can place him in check. But you know, it's a pretty close call that we're picking here. I think we'll move here and then here. And hopefully we have a possible checkmate soon. Yeah, I'd like to bring my knight in. Okay, places us in check. If we were to go here, he would probably just... No, he can't go there. So we'll push. He'll probably fall back. So we'll push the pawn, make him move, but then I can't go here and place him in check is the thing. But I still think that's our best option right now, is to make him move. Suppose he would go over here. Yeah, so he's gonna go back here. So let's push. And then suppose he wants to take this pawn, but we're not too worried about that pawn any longer. We're now wanting to place him in a checkmate, which is why I think I'm going to push my king. And we're going to go in for a checkmate here. Just trying to figure out how to get him. I'm very low on time. Dang it, he can go here. These stinking knights, dude. I can never predict what they're going to be doing. I mean, they're just so spontaneous in their movements. Okay, interesting. He actually causes us to move back. Yeah, we're going to have to retreat for now. Which is a shame, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Let's move back here and take this pawn. That way we'll be able to pin the knight. He's not able to place this in check, or else he would be threatening to take this rook. So thankfully, we're okay there. Yeah, I think this would be a good move to take this pawn. He's up by 1 now, though. When did that happen? A while ago. Yeah, he just picked off 2 of my pawns. So we'll win the pawn back in a moment here. Unless he wants to trade. That wouldn't make much sense though, because then we would win his knight. He does have plenty of time. Okay, let's pin the knight, and then we'll take. I mean, the entire game, his rook has been trapped in this corner, so I'm really confused as to why he hasn't done something with it. Okay, let's see. Let's try to take this pawn, I suppose. Is he really just gonna try and go for a queen? Like, there's no way. All he has is a rook. So we'll just block him off. And then take this pawn, and then we'll just march up and make a queen. Actually, I probably don't want to pre-move. Let's see, he might go here. No, he doesn't. Okay. Let's go for the queen. Let's see. There we go. And then here, and then... Oh, he just took the pawn. I think I just lost the game because of that. I blew that endgame. Unfortunately. Yeah, I blew it. Dang it. I totally had that win, too. Totally had that win. Let's see if we can end it in a draw, but that was just very low on time. That's why I blew it. I think we'll just do one game today just because this game's taking a while. Let's see. I want to leave my king here if possible. We're going to try our best to get a draw here, but I really can't guarantee it. That's checkmate. Wait, he can't go here, 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 or here. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. What? I just checkmated him. See the SpongeBob laugh? Not gonna lie, I got pretty lucky with that one. I was an idiot for those moves in the end game, though. That was extremely fortunate for me. Extremely fortunate, because yeah, I messed up big time in the end game. Let's do a quick analysis, and then I think we'll just call that a night. That was intense, ladies and gentlemen. Look how much I was up in that end game, and I just flopped it like a dummy McDum-dum. Dummy McDum-dum, ladies and gentlemen. Bad Dobby. Bad Dobby. Wow. That is something else. Can't go here. You can't go here. And that's checkmate. That's checkmate. That's checkmate. That's absolutely unbelievable. How did I do it? What's the secret, guys? What's the secret to some really crazy checkmate like that? I'll give you a little hint here. I don't know how to say it any more straightforward. All right, so we play the London system. Okay, I suppose we had the opportunity to win a pawn here. Let's see what it wants us to do. Yes. Wait a second. We move here, place him in check. He blocks, and then we take, he takes, we take. Nope, we don't want to take that. We take the stinking rook. You know what? I've been in this exact situation before, and I completely forgot it even existed. So that's very interesting that we could win a rook by him making this one move of pawn to f6. So we place him in check. He goes here. We sacrifice the bishop, and we take the rook. And we get into an amazing position. So we'll have to put that one in our notes, ladies and gentlemen, because I have been in this situation before. And that would have given us a huge lead right off the bat. Okay. Because I'm a dummy, I allowed him to, once again, fork me. This pawn really causes issues for me in the London just because I'm so stinking dumb. I'm not dumb. I'm not dumb. But I've made this mistake over and over, which is the definition of stupidity. You know, doing the same thing over and over again. So thankfully, we were able to win the knight back. That means that we were equal material. My dumb decision was forgiven. I decided to trade the queens. Looks like it didn't hurt me too bad. And then we kind of jump around a little bit. I do feel like I was in a better position up until this move, it looks like. Then we're back to equal. Trade off a few more pieces, and I'm able to start pushing this pawn, which was a big help for me. It looks like I did play a lot of correct moves, so that was bueno. And then right here was no bueno. The reason for that is because I could have pushed. He takes, and then we could have taken his knight. Okay, well, duh. See, that's why we need to do more puzzles. I will say I did a lot of puzzles today. Hopefully you guys are proud of me for that. But, yeah, okay, well, that makes sense. He has to move away from the knight, then we take the knight. So, lesson learned. I missed that. He was able to take the pawn. Kind of dilly-dally a little bit more. I'm able to win the knight, which was a big help. Trade off the rooks. So now I have a rook, a knight, and he only has a rook, which has been very passive the entire game. I guess he doesn't see any of the options, so he starts to push the pawn, try to make a queen. And then this is where I make my big dumb mistake, is I basically allow him to win my pawn. And I'm not going to analyze this too much because I think it's pretty straightforward on how I could have protected this pawn. But I don't know. I'll look at that more later. But the point is, we could have protected the pawn, but we didn't. So then we came down to this endgame where he had 3 pawns, one of which was 2 spaces away from a queen. And we both had a rook. So very bad situation for me. Thankfully, I was able to move his king into the perfect position in order to achieve a checkmate, which, you know what? I was kidding, guys. It was on purpose. Of course, I purposefully checkmated him. Like, I'm not going to accidentally checkmate him, you know. But things are going well for us. Things are going well. That brings us up to 1363. We are 7 away from our high score of 1370. Hopefully we will be reaching that tomorrow. And just to prove to you guys that I did do some puzzles today, I guess I'll check out my profile here. Look at this, guys. Look at this. And look, I didn't just dilly-dally. I actually tried. So I played some Puzzle Storm. Okay. Oh, these are bullet games. Yeah, I was doing a bullet tournament, trying to practice a little bit. But anyway, Puzzle Storm, and I did a ton of puzzles where I took my time, and I was able to beat 14 of them. Went up in my puzzle rating by 172. Alright, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support. Thank you for 100 subscribers. Up next, 10 million subscribers. And remember my promise, guys. If I make it to 10,000 subscribers, I will... I don't know. But I will do something insane. Absolutely insane. I will talk with an Australian accent for the rest of my life. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe. Make sure you donate and share and favorite. And I will catch you guys in the next video. 100 subscribers. Up next is 10,000.